Welcome back to Look News. Coach Furlong along for our weekly look at sports. How are you doing, sir?
Great weather up here.
It's beautiful.
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 Keep my summer tan going.
Wednesday. Well, let's see how long we can keep that going. The snow will be falling. Your bright white teeth and your perfectly tan skin.
Maybe I'll be down in Florida by then.
We'll see. Hey, last week's game, Queensbury, Burnt Hills, Boston Lake. What a barn burner.
Barn burner,
No
doubt about it. We said it. We flipped the coin, and it kind of really was a coin flip, and that game could have went either way. A lot of big plays in the game. We had Burnt Hills went up on them early. John Clayton came in, was a JV quarterback for him, came in. Casada had a 56-yard punt return for him. He also had a 1-yard run. So Burnt Hills kind of got up on them a little early. Kind of talked about this game that Queensbury is going to run the ball. They did a good job of running the ball. They really had to pack them in and try to hold them down. And kind of what I thought was one of the keys to the game was what good coaching does. They were trying to stop them on the run. They ran that little halfback option on him, and guy was wide open, and they get the touchdown on him. So you kind of set up the run to get that open pass, and that's kind of what they did. Burnt Hills must have listened to me last week. They packed it in. They tried stopping the run, and good coaching spotted that, and it opened up that pass play. And I thought that was really key to the game. And then even at it, as a coach, we talk about John Clayton, that extra point, it hits the upright, probably would have went to overtime. You know, I know in today's sports, that's the play of the game. Not really. There's, 10 other plays in this. We had a block punt for a touchdown return. Burnt Hills turned the ball over a couple times. So there's 5 or 6 different situations that could have happened that Burnt Hills wins that game. Okay. I mean, as a coach, you pat that kid on the back. You played a great game. And, it hits the upright. You could sit there 10 times and try to hit the upright, and it never would happen. So, and that would have only sent it to overtime. But as a fan watching that game, back and forth battle, high school sports, neither team quit. They kept fighting, and that's sports. And you watch games like that to be part of that game, either way, the competition of that game, you got to keep your head up high. And, you played a great game, and I thought both teams played real well.
Real exciting game. Who did you have for the win on that game?
Well, let's back up a little just so we go to the videotape. We had Greenwich over Salem, so we'll go to the 4-0 mark. And then, like I said, we had the coin toss, and I picked Burnt Hills in the game. And, like I said, that game goes either way, but Queensbury found a way to win.
Yeah, well, and we're joking a little bit because you would be 4-0 if we had stuck to our original schedule, which was Greenwich-Salem. We didn't play that game, obviously. We did the Queensbury, Burnt Hills, Boston Lake, so you're now 3-1.
3-1. And like I said, hey,
pretty good odds.
Either way, that game goes either way, and both teams played a heck of a game. And, they really, if you're a fan of football, you watch a game like that, and you're proud to be a part of it. And
really great game. Okay, this week we're going Warrensburg versus Lake George. Give us a preview.
Okay, well, we got the Warriors. Lake George Warriors are playing the Warrensburg Burglars.
Yeah,
Burgers.
Yes.
They're both 1-3.
Yeah.
Don't let their records kind of say, oh, these teams, both competitive teams. I think that this Lake George team has had a real tough schedule. I mean, they played a lot of tough teams, and as you saw last week, you lose a game, but you played tough, so it doesn't always pan out that, you're just losing. So I think they're playing real tough. And this Warrensburg team that I said, they got a real young team. I mean, looking at their stats, they start 3 8th graders.
Yeah, that's a young team.
Real young. 6 freshmen, 5 sophomore, and then between them 10 juniors and seniors. They have Connor Scott, who leads the team in rushing. And for the Lake George Warriors, Tyler Brown leads them in rushing. So both teams like to run. I mean, both teams are centered on big running offenses. Last year's game, I guess this is kind of a bit of a rivalry. Lake George fans stormed the field.
Okay.
So I think Warrensburg is looking to kind of repay them.
Come back and...
Yeah, hey, that home field's big, but I think having that young team is going to affect them. I think just at the high school level, having a little older kids, a little senior leadership, I think it's going to give the Lake George Warriors an edge in this game.
Okay. Lake George Warriors for the win. It's going to be a great experience for those younger kids in Warrensburg, though, to get on the field and really have this matchup between
Well,
these
we
two.
talked about in the beginning of the year with that team that was real young. And when you get these kids a couple years playing, by the time they're juniors or seniors, that experience edge really pays off. And I think that you're going to see a real good game here. And, you know, we've had some great games on Look TV. I mean, you know, and I'm looking forward to seeing this game. And maybe, you know, this Lake George Warrior team, that little experience edge will give them the edge over this Warrensburg Burgers team.
All right. If not, it gives the Burgers a little incentive to work a little harder, right?
Right. Well, you know, and the young kids to keep working after it and get up there. And by the time the juniors and seniors, they'll be good. And I'm looking to go 4-1 myself.
All right. 4-1 for Trotter Furlong. You're also having a great season on the volleyball court.
Hey, my team's playing great. We had a big win against Mohan yesterday. I'm real proud of those kids.
Saratoga Springs Boys Volleyball.
Yes.
6 wins in a row.
Right. 6 in a row. We're looking to get 7. We're going down to Niski tomorrow.
All right. Thanks. Coach Trotter Furlong.
Thank you.
Our weekly look at sports. Now, to see this segment and all our segments, head to the website. It's looktvonline.com. We post them there for you to watch a second time.